After a long day on the road, I like to unwind with some meditation and do some stretches to feel better in my body. And sometimes it's uncomfortable to do that outside where there's a lot of space. So I just do it inside my camper where it's more comfortable and more private. And before we get started, I advise you to gather a few things so you can go through this practice. First, a yoga mat, or if you don't have one, maybe a big beach towel. Also, some yoga blocks. If you don't have that, which I totally understand, you may have some books or pillows that will be helpful, maybe a firm pillow, a rolled blanket or a rolled towel to prop up under your buttocks, and a yoga strap or a rope, or if you're very flexible, you might be able to skip this. So let's get started. We'll open with a short meditation, and for this, I invite you to put your mat in your hallway and to get into extended child pose. So get on your knees, spread your knees, your feet should be touching, and bring your palms forward, slide them forward until you your head reaches the floor. If you prefer, you can put a block under your head and rest your head on a block. So get settle into this position. If you prefer the classic meditation easy pose, Sukhasana, feel free to sit cross-legged, and I advise you in that case to put a blanket or a block under your sit bones so that you can have the right anterior tilt for your pelvis and not aggravate your lower back. Now, hopefully everybody is settled, so we'll start some nice music. I invite you to close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice how you breathe. Now try to take some slow inhales and exhales through your nose, preferably. And constrict the back of your throat to make an ocean-like sound. That's called the Ujjayi breath. On each inhale, imagine you're bringing some nice nourishment to your body. And feel free to hold your breath at the end of your inhale for a few seconds. And then exhale even slower, longer. And on each exhale, try to gather all your thoughts, all the tension you might feel in your body, and let it all go. Give yourself a break and put aside your to-do list, anything that may have happened on the road today, and just be present. Now think of your happy place, whatever it is. Maybe it's a breathtaking view of a place you visited in the past. Maybe it's a recent joyful moment, or even a sweet childhood memory. And try to stay there and connect with your senses. For me, it's often a mountaintop with a beautiful view. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you feel with your touch? And what do you taste? I invite you to visit that happy place anytime, even off your mat, whenever you want to calm your mind. Now, please set an intention for this practice. Maybe just be present and try to keep your mind focused on the now. Or maybe show some kindness to your body if you've had a tiring day, and respect your limits. So listen to your body and make sure you respect its limits to avoid any injury. If you're in extended child pose, stay there. If you're not, please place yourself in extended child pose. So slide your hand forward. We're going to do some lateral flexion to stretch the side of our trunk. So please move your hands to the left side of your mat. Keep your head down, and you should feel a nice stretch on the other side, on the right side of your body, right along the obliques here. We're going to stay here a few seconds. Inhale and exhale through your nose, really slow. On an inhale, move over back to the center and then go to the right side of your mat with your hands and feel a stretch on the left side of your body. On the exhale, get deeper into the stretch. This position is really calming, and it's really relaxing for your shoulders, your lower back, and a nice flexion on your hips right here, which is nice after a lot of sitting. Now you can come back up, and let's get into hero pose. So get on your knees, curl your toes behind you. If you need some support, use your rolled towel or your rolled blanket between your shins and your thighs. And we're going to do a few neck stretches. So bring your head sideways. So bring your left ear to your left shoulder and breathe. Feel free to use your left hand to bring it even a little closer, very gently. And now let's do the other side. Make sure to keep your shoulders down and bringing your ear towards your shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Now, feel free to use your hand. Now we're gonna switch to regular hero pose and sit between our feet. So spread your feet a little bit. Feel free to sit on a block or a cushion or whatever you have available. Or you can sit on the floor depending on how your knees feel. And now we're going to do some lateral rotations with our neck. So start looking towards the left and try to bring your neck as far as possible on an exhale. And hold it for a few breaths. You can push with your left hand on your cheek to bring your head a little further. Bring your head back towards the center and then go to the other side. Keep your shoulders down. Use your hand to push a little bit further. Now get back into the previous position with your toes curled. Since you probably used your feet, for your driving, it's nice to stretch them both ways. Now we're going to stretch our neck up and down. So bring your chin to your chest and let's hold it here for a few breaths. If you have any neck issues, feel free to skip this part. Now, if you don't, just bring your head back and stretch your neck backwards and hold it for a few breaths. Bring your head back forward. Sit between your feet. And now let's do some circles with our neck, with our head. Very slow and follow your breath. And go in the other direction. right? Stretches like this for the neck are really good as your spine can get a little dry and irritated by being still all day while you're on the road looking in front of you. And this, all these movements lubricate the joints in your spine. Next, we're going to get into pigeon pose so we can stretch our glutes. And especially the piriformis, which tends to be irritated when we do a lot of sitting. So for that, please grab your blocks or whatever substitute you have handy. Get on your knees. Bring your left knee behind your left arm and rotate your shin to bring your foot behind the other arm and slide your knee back a little bit. Then grab a block, put it under your glutes on the left side, and then grab another block, at least I like to put my hands on. Once you're settled in that position, connect with your breath. This is a nice gentle back bend in addition to the piriformis stretch, and also a nice stretch on the other side for the hip flexors. So we'll stay in that position for 2 minutes. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Make sure you're not feeling any pain. If you feel any pinching, you need to, or any pain, you need to adjust your position and add maybe some support or reduce the angle of your stretch. So these are Yin Yoga poses, and you should feel comfortably uncomfortable. So you shouldn't feel any pinching or pain. If so, you need to back up and find the right position or add a blanket for more support. Now get your hands off of the front block, put it aside, and come down onto your elbows into reclined pigeon. Feel free to bring your head down either on the floor or on the block. And continue following your breath. Now get onto your palms, remove the block behind you, rotate your shin and get back onto your knees, and let's do the other side. So bring your right leg behind your right arm, rotate your foot and bring a block behind you on the right side that you can rest on, and another block for the upright pigeon pose. And breathe. Everybody's body is different, so you might feel it not just in the piriformis, but maybe in some other muscles, and that's fine. If you don't feel enough of a stretch in your piriformis, just bring your shin more parallel with the front of your mat and bring your left foot a little bit further forward. Yin Yoga is a nice way of stressing all the soft tissues, your fascia, your ligaments, to stimulate them in a good way, as long as you don't push too far. Now get onto your elbows, so you put your block aside or use it for your head if you like. Now come back onto your palms. Remove the block behind you. And swing your leg to get back onto your knees. And swing your legs around. And get onto your back. Hug your knees against your chest. And roll side to side. And take some big breaths. Come back up. We're going to get ready for our next pose. Our next pose is going to be crocodile twist. And for this, I like to put my mat on the left side of my hallway. I invite you to get into a lying position on your belly. So lower yourself down all the way on the left side of your hallway. Bring your right arm in a T position. I have to bend my wrist because I don't have the space. And your left hand flat next to your chest. And then slowly, gently roll to your side. And then bend your left leg, place your foot flat behind your knee. Inhale, bring your left arm and drop it behind your back for an additional shoulder opener, gentler on the right side. There's also a little bit of a hip opener with your leg like this. So we will hold this for a couple of minutes. Keep following your breath. I'm going to put a block for my head to rest on. Continue to inhale and exhale through your nose. On an inhale, bring your left arm up and then place your hand flat on the floor and roll back on your belly. And then I like to bring my mat to the other side of the hallway to do the other side. So get onto your belly. Bring your left arm in the T position and then slowly roll to the side on an exhale. Bend your right knee, place your foot behind your knee. Inhale, bring your right arm up and drop it behind your back. And you can place a block under your head for support. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. Inhale, bring your right arm up. Straighten up your leg and roll over back onto your belly and prop yourself up. Now we'll get into our next position. I like to do the next one on my bed because I have more space than in my hallway, but if you've got plenty of space, feel free to stay here. So once you're on your bed, I want to remind you, make sure you have a strap or a rope handy unless you're really flexible, and a roll blanket, which we'll need in a little bit. So our first pose here will be recline hand to big toe. And so you can lie on your right side all the way like this. Extend your right arm and you can rest your hand on it. Hook your left big toe with the strap or grab it, with your hand. And extend your leg and bring your leg forward to get a nice hamstring stretch. And we're gonna hold it for a few breaths. So exhale into the stretch and inhale once again through your nose. I like to flex my other leg. I have the knee bent a little bit because that gives me some stability in this pose. Now bring your leg behind you, flex your knee, and pull either with your toe or with your strap, so that you stretch your hips in the other direction and stretch your quads, and do a little bit of a back bend. So this is a reclined scorpion. And exhale while you pull your strap or pull your foot towards your glutes. Inhale and exhale. And we'll hold it for a bit longer. Now unhook your big toe and let's switch sides. So get on your left side and hook your right big toe, stretch your leg and bring it forward to get a hamstring stretch again. So try to bring your shin towards your forehead. And exhale as you do this. And follow your breath. Now slowly flex your knee and bring your leg behind you, either by holding your big toe or holding your strap. And on exhale, pull on your strap to bring your right foot to your glutes. And exhale. We'll hold it for a good minute. Try to relax into the stretch. Now you can remove your strap from your big toe and bring your knees to your chest and push yourself up. We're now ready to get into our last pose, which is savasana. So for this, just sit next to your wall with your left hip against the wall. Put your hands behind you and swing your legs to bring your legs up on the wall, and adjust your hips so that you bring your buttocks against the wall. And advise you to prop up your hips with a cushion or roll towel, so that you get a nice tilt in your pelvis. If you have enough wall space, you can spread your legs out into a wall straddle. I don't have enough, so I like to do wall frog. So I flex my knees and point my toes out, and I slide my feet down to flex my hips, and then drop my arms to the side with my palms facing up. So feel free to get into this position and close your eyes. For some people, this may not be comfortable, so I invite you in that case to bring some pillows on either side of your legs and prop up your legs, and then you can rest your legs on the pillows, but still with your feet flat on the wall and getting a nice stretch in your adductors, in your inner thighs. And just rest your arms on either side of you with your palms facing up. Close your eyes and relax. If this is not for you, that's okay. You can also use the traditional savasana position, which is basically laying down flat on the ground. Optionally, to relieve any lower back pain you may have, you may want to roll a blanket under your knees, lay down, and bring your arms by your side with your palms facing up, and just relax. So now that you're in this position, make sure you close your eyes and you relax your whole body. You should feel a nice stretch into your adductors, and this should be a calming pose. If you have your legs up straight against the wall, that's a nice hamstring stretch. But either one is a nice inversion, so it's calming and it brings blood to your pelvis and your hips, and it relaxes the lower back. So now bring awareness to your breath. Take some slow inhales and exhales. And scan your body and notice whether you have any tension right now. How is your mind? Try to sink into the ground. Feel the weight of your body melt. Relax your forehead and your eyebrows and your cheeks. Relax your neck and your shoulders and your arms and your hands and fingers. Your arms should be really heavy. Relax your chest and your abdomen and your hips. And relax your legs and your feet. Try to find your heartbeat. As you slow your breath down, it should slow down your heartbeat too. Do you feel your pulse? Maybe in your neck or in your hands? Slowly bring awareness back to your body. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bring your legs together, slide them down the wall. Keep your eyes closed. And fall over to your favorite side. And hug your knees against your chest. And stay here for a minute.
Thank your body for everything it does every day for you. And prop yourself up into a seated position. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. Put your hands on your knees. And try to recall the intention you had set at the beginning of class. And try to keep that intention in your mind for the rest of the day. Bring your hands to heart center. Congratulate yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body in this yoga practice, which I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for letting me guide you through it. Bring your thumbs between your eyebrows for good thoughts, to your lips for good words, and to your heart for good intentions. From my heart to yours, namaste. Happy travels.